Hello, my name is Chris, and you are watching V-Sense. On today's video, we're going to be talking about a fragrance from the house of Louis Vuitton. This is the box that it does come in. It's a very nice, obviously Louis Vuitton is a luxury brand, so their packaging is very nice, very sturdy, very elegant. It's the traditional box. When you do open the box inside, it does come with the nice ribbon. For some reason, it was inside of the box. It also comes with the receipts. If you want to, send a personalized note, you can also do that on here. And they send you the ribbon. It's typically blue for the house of Louis Vuitton, but for this one, it is the same color as the box. And the fragrance we obviously are talking about today is this guy here, which is City of Stars. So this is what the box for City of Stars looks like. It is a very nice cardboard box. Just so you know, this is an outside shell type layer, so kind of like a cardboard insert where they insert the box into. It has some information on the fragrance at the bottom here, as well as, some information at the front. It is an eau de parfum. On Louis Vuitton's website, these are labeled as cologne parfums. I'm assuming it's because they're more aquatic, more fresh, more clean scents in comparison to the rest of the line. Although all of Louis Vuitton's fragrances are fairly light for the most part, even their heavier scents tend to come off a little bit more airy, more light, more wearable, because this line is a fairly wearable line for the most part. So that's the nice thing about it as well. At the top, you do have the LV logo. And like I said, nothing on the sides. Very nice, image of Hollywood, California, of course, because this is where they get the inspiration for this fragrance. To open this, you would pull here on the side, and then it does open like so. And you've got your box inside of here. This box is fairly hard to take out of here, actually, and I'm trying not to rip this guy. So once you pull out the fragrance out of here, this is the box that it comes in. It is a nice soft touch type of cardboard, white. Just so you know, if you're going to display this, it will probably get a little dirty because it's that type of paper cardboard that tends to have a lot of like markings and stuff on it. There is no information on the fragrance at the bottom of it or anywhere on here except the front where it says Louis Vuitton, and then it says City of Stars on here, which is the name of the fragrance. At the top, you do get an LV logo as well. When you open this, it's very similar to Dior's, although Dior's is kind of in the middle here where it kind of pulls off and, part of the bottle still in the box. This is kind of like a base, sort of like Tom Ford and a lot of other brands that do that type of style. So it has a nice little pedestal where the fragrance sits, and that bottle is absolutely gorgeous. So looking at the bottle itself, it's very nice. It's a pink/blue purple kind of combo. It's a transparent bottle, just so you do know this is a 100 ml bottle. It does have the logo raised here, or the name of the brand, which is Louis Vuitton. The name of the fragrance is up here. It's a very simplistic, modern approach to a bottle. And I really like that because it's one of those that kind of you can put anywhere on display and it will look good. It doesn't have to fit necessarily a theme or any kind of decorations for that matter. So unlike other bottles like, let's say the Tom Ford ones or the Mugler ones, there's a certain type of aesthetic to display those bottles and for them to actually fit in. Bottles like these are fairly timeless or modern, and I feel like they've done a really good job with it. So nice thing about it as well is that it actually has an invisible sprayer, so you can barely see it. And another brand that does this is Chanel. So Chanel typically does this type of thing where their sprayers are almost non-visible whatsoever. Very nice. Just so you do know, Louis Vuitton fragrances can be taken back to the Louis Vuitton store when you run out, and they will refill it for you at a cheaper cost, obviously. The lid is very nice. If you actually look at this online, it kind of looks like you were just to pull this entire thing off and it would all come off, and then it's kind of like a splash bottle look-alike, but it's not. It is a sprayer. The top of the bottle does have the LV logo in white, and the sprayer is very nice as well. It doesn't have a logo on it per se, but it's a magnetic cap. You can hold it from here, although I would avoid that because it can, obviously come off and bust the bottle. And I haven't tested how sturdy these bottles are. I don't plan on it. They're pretty pricey. So this fragrance is a 2022 launch, so it's fairly new. It just launched last year. We're barely getting into 2023. And it was part of the California collection. So they have a few of them. There was Cactus Garden that got discontinued. And trust me, they actually sent me 2 samples of Cactus Garden on, I don't know if it was per accident, but I was very disappointed because I actually fell in love with the scent. Couldn't order it, but first world problems. So yes, like I said, it does come in the California set. They do sell it as a set, at least they did during the Christmas. I haven't seen it on their website as of late, but this is one of them, City of Stars. There's California Dream. There's also Afternoon Swim and On the Beach. So there's 4 of them total as of now. I know that they've discontinued a couple, like Cactus Garden. So I don't know if they're coming out with more of them in this range or if they're going to, you know, shrink it up a little bit. Like I said, on their website, it does also label these as cologne parfums. So just so you do know, the concentration on these fragrances, because it's a little vague on their website, is eau de parfum. So it is a higher concentration. I think it's named eau de cologne due to the fact that, like I said, it is a more fresh, airy, aquatic scent, kind of like the cologne vibes, but without being a cologne overall. So the perfumer for this is obviously Jacques Cavalier, which is the in-house perfumer for the house of Louis Vuitton. So he creates all of the fragrances for this house. He's very talented. I think that something the brand does very well is that they're able to really capitalize on this high-end type of aura or scent to the brand itself. So if you actually sit down and smell the fragrances, they tend to smell a little bit expensive. Although a lot of them are very simplistic and you can kind of be like, I don't want to spend this much money on a fragrance, you can also appreciate it and wear it on a daily basis, which is fairly nice because this is what this fragrance also does. And I've talked about the price quite a bit. The price breakdown for this is $280 for 100 mils. So this is a 100 ml bottle or 3.4 fluid ounces. The price breakdown for this would be $2.80 per mil, so it's not too bad. They also make this in a 200 ml bottle, which is a 6.8 ounces, so essentially double of this guy. It's a little bit longer. You still get the nice bottle. It's still a sprayable bottle, which is nice because typically when they go into these bigger bottles, they make them non-sprayable. It's a headache. But yes, it does come in a 200 ml bottle. The price breakdown for that would be $2.05 per mil. So it's a 75-cent savings whenever you get the bigger bottle. That is really up to you if you want to go ahead and spend that much money. It's almost $400. It comes to $400 here in the US with tax. So, you know, it's pretty pricey. It's not the cheapest. But if you do find a fragrance that you really like in this range or from this brand, because there are quite a few of them that are very nice, then definitely the bigger option would save you quite a bit of money in the long haul. So the notes for this fragrance are blood orange, red mandarin and lemon, bergamot, lime, and tiare, sandalwood, and musk. So it has a lot of really nice notes in here. It's not a floral scent per se. The tiare kind of gives it this like tropical type of white floral type of vibe to it. It's not like a tuberose by any means, but it does give it this nice, like, you know, on the beach type of sunscreeny type of effect to the fragrance overall. Then the mandarins and the citric ones, so you know, the bergamot, the lime, the lemon in here really give this fragrance a very sharp, nice happiness to it. So this fragrance was created to essentially mimic the city of Los Angeles. So when Jacques Cavalier created this fragrance, he wanted a fragrance that would embrace the beauty of the city of Los Angeles. So, you know, the sparkling lights, the mountain, the seaside, everything meeting together in the excitement and the, you know, night and the captivatingness of the city of Los Angeles. I really do feel like he did this fragrance justice, as well as his interpretation of the city does come out in this fragrance because, like I said, it does have those nice floral notes at the top, but the fragrance is very citric at heart without being overly citric. It's not too sharp, it's not too bright, it's not too in your face all at once. It does tend to have, you know, a little bit of a nice balance to it. So overall, I would definitely say that this fragrance is worth the money. It is definitely one that I can say does provide a sense of happiness to it. So it does have a happy smell to it. So it does have that sunscreen type of thing. So if you're not into that type of feel, you know, that kind of like tropical beach type of scent, then definitely avoid this fragrance overall. But if you do like a scent that is very playful, very, you know, refined and muted. So what I mean by that, it's not overly loud, it's not in your face, it's not, you know, screaming for attention, but it does captivate people's attention, then definitely I would say that City of Stars is a great, terrific fragrance because it is one of those that definitely can be timeless. I can see this being very popular 10 to 15 years from now and still being loved because it is fresh, and typically fresh scents tend to date themselves pretty badly. This one I don't think will do that because it does have a lot of spectrum in the fragrance overall. So it has the citric notes, it has the beautiful woods in here, it has the beautiful musk, it has the, you know, floral touches in here, and it's very well done. Jacques Cavalier did a really terrific job with this fragrance. I am very excited to try the rest of the California line because it is something a little bit more playful. The bottles are a little bit nicer, you know, there's something, you know, really fun and vibrant about the collection itself, because you can definitely try something from the House of Louis Vuitton but not have to get something that everyone has or something that's too serious. Not that any of the fragrances here are, because like I said, the house overall is fairly fresh, fairly wearable, and I do like that about it. So if you're looking for a fragrance that is definitely a little bit more wearable, playful, but still something from the House of Louis Vuitton, City of Stars is the one for you. In terms of masculine / feminine, I definitely think that it can lean a little bit more feminine. However, at the end of the day, fragrance is subjective based on what you like, and it doesn't really have a gender. No one said that roses are just for women, so definitely go ahead and check this guy out. Make sure to leave a comment down below what you thought about today's video, and give the video a like as well. Make sure to subscribe for more fragrance related content, and I'll see you next time. Bye.